Hello again, Bob Cole here with Bob Cole Music Studio and Lessons. This is just my last video on strumming today. It's so much tougher than people give it credit for. It's probably the hardest thing you'll learn when you're first starting is how to strum properly. It's really, really tricky. But I want to get you started with the right foundation, right? I've already talked sort of about what to do, where those strums go, and how to sort of practice strum patterns. But I want to start sort of at the very, very beginning and talk about what really even just a strum pattern is. Really, it's just setting the rhythm. So in order to do that, I need to have sort of a metronome happening. And the way I set that metronome is with my arm. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just counting the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm keeping it very consistent. My arm's never going to stop moving this way. It's just a matter of when I choose to hit the strings and when I don't choose to hit the strings. It's just going to continue to go exactly as it's going right now on a beat. And I want you to do this at home and count along like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're keeping it very slow to start, just so you can really build up that foundation. So now I want you to count it like this. So you could practice that, say, for a whole minute. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not even hitting the strings, right? You're just moving your hand like this. Trust me, this is useful, okay? If you continue to go like this for 1 minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, now it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and notice nothing different has happened. My arm's still moving exactly the same way. I'm just counting now 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what a strum pattern is, very simply, is just the decision to hit the strings on any one of those beats, the 1 and the and, so the down and the up, right? So I have down, up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, when we're talking about sort of those more complex strum patterns that are a bit syncopated, it's going to get into a little different kind of area and training, but we're just working on base level, building a foundation, right? So now, I'm going to start playing a chord, and I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just hitting all quarter notes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm setting up my bars by counting to 4 over and over and over again. And now, before you strum down up, I want you to just think about this. So you're keeping your arm moving, just as nothing has changed here. Now all I'm doing is hitting the strings. Now it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm not hitting the strings on that and. I'm just counting it because I want to know where it goes. It's on the up. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If I hit those strings on the end, it starts to sound like this. Notice my arm has not changed in any way, shape, or form. I'm just now hitting the strings on the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you practice this for a little while, then you can start adding some misses. Misses really change your strum. So we're going to go start with a miss on the and of the 1. Okay, so it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can do it on the and of the 3 as well. Just keep consistent. So we got 1 miss, 2 and 3 miss, 4 and. Notice that nothing has changed. My arm is still moving exactly the same way, right? You wouldn't believe the mental power it takes to be having a conversation and doing that at the same time. So that's what you want to do, starting very basic. Start just by moving your arm and counting it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move on to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and always keeping your arm just moving on the beat as though you're hitting a drum. It's the same kind of feeling, the same kind of rhythmic pattern is happening here. All right, so 1, and then you start hitting the strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you start hitting the and 2 and 3 and 4, and now start adding in misses. And 3 and 4, and 1 miss, 2 and 3 miss, 4 and 1 miss, 2 and 3 miss, 4 and. Do that for a long time. Okay, practice this foundation of strum patterns. If you can get to that level of down, miss, down, down, miss, down, up, down, miss, down, up, down, miss, down, up, you can go on to the next videos, which were actually the previous videos, that talk more about sort of more complex strum patterns, like and just as a little preview, that very popular strum pattern that's down, miss, down, up, miss, up. Whoops, let me try it again. Down, miss, down, up, miss, up, down, up, down, miss, down, up, miss, up, down, up. And you'll notice my arm is still moving exactly the same way as it did before, right? When I was hitting the strings, when I wasn't hitting the strings, it's still going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again, a little bit of mental power there trying to get that accomplished, but it is hard. It's hard, but you can do it if you build. Starting at the beginning of this video, follow all of those steps and don't move on to the next step until you can just absolutely nail that rhythm, keeping that arm going. Don't stop your arm from moving. Pay attention. Look at this arm, not at this one. This one knows where to go. You know all your chords already. All right? And stick to one chord really when you're practicing this. It makes it easier, less to think about. Okay, that was a bit of a long video, but I really think strumming is just the most important thing when you're first starting out, because it's going to be the thing that makes you sound most like the songs you're trying to learn. Okay, so work on your strumming, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Check out bobcolemusic.com, check out my other videos, and give me a call if you want to take a lesson. Okay, bye.